let me entertain you. Whoa, baby, let me make you smile. Let me do a few tricks, some old and some new tricks, honey. I'm very, 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 very versatile. And if you're real good, baby, ooh, I'll make you feel good. I want your spirits to climb. So let me entertain you, and we have a real good time, yes sir. We'll have a real good time. Oh, get this old body up here, honey. I'll make you feel good. I want your spirits to climb. So let me entertain you, and we'll have a real good time, yes sir. Oh, we'll have a real good time. Yes, sir. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Let me hear it out there. All right, shut up. You're taking time from me, all right? So I said, shut up. Everybody, aloha and welcome. Aloha. Nice to see all these smiling faces here. Did you eat dinner yet? Oh, no leftovers at your house, huh? My darlings. I'm here to talk about, after I put this little vulture I have around my neck here down, this little bird, I shot him this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I call you that, but you really know what you are. I'm going to talk about the time I was at the Glade. I wasn't born then. I was born in 1942, 1 year after World War I, before Pearl Harbor. So I was in my mother's stomach when the bombs were going off. Maybe that's why I'm this way. Anyway, 1963, I'm starting from there, the Glade. Let me set the atmosphere. There was none. We were the lowest thing on the earth at that time. We were not, no aloha for us, no love. We were, as the police called me, disposable trash. That's all right. I am. It doesn't matter because words really didn't hurt me at that time, because you got to remember, it's not what people think of you or say about you, it's what you think of you and what you feel. So that was my motto going all the way through. And if you don't mind, I'll take this bird off this chair and sit down for a minute. Whoa. Now help me out of this chair, please. My. You see my heels, aren't they gorgeous? I'm taking them off right now. Thank you. Oh, that's better now. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, at that time, when I came out, that was the atmosphere. There was no aloha for us. We only had ourselves and each other because you weren't allowed to go on the streets and drag. There was no way you could go to school or get a job or anything. So all we had was our own group, our own mahus, as they call them today, LGBT WXYZ. I think I covered everybody, right? But they're all in my word, mahus. We're all one. So anyway, that was the point. That was it, you know. We couldn't get jobs. We couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. All we had to do was just be. And I thought, at one time, I said, how are we going to get over this? And I was thinking of a Hawaiian Mahu revolution. I wasn't thinking of violence. I'm not a violent person. I'm a woman, I think. Anyway, oh, shut up. Just kidding. Love you. I was thinking at that time, I said, how are we going to do this? And the revolution was to change people's mindset, stigmas that they gave us, and all those other things that they put us in the category. And the only way I knew about was to do it through entertainment. So the Glades, I did a show, this lady, Adele. She was a Jewish lady who came to Hawaii. She had my friend, Skinny Minnie, who called me and asked me if I could help them with a show. I said, okay. It's like Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney. Yes, let's put a show on. Anyway, we did a show for one night because at that time, drags was barred from any place that sold liquor. But we did this. We went against the grain. We went upstream, and one night, New Year's Eve, we opened up. It was packed, and we closed down. The liquor commissioner came in, closed us down. But our lifesaver, Jerry Aguiar and Attilio Leonardi, were the ones who owned the Glades at that time. So they booked our show for a month. At the end of a month, they kept me and let everybody else go. Then I put a show together at the Glades. It was really good. It was a 4 o'clock license, so we did 4 shows a night, 7 nights a week. And I choreographed, I designed costumes, and taught the dancing for $75 a week. Whoa, yes, whoa. Whoa to me. Is that Arlena? Oh, my darling, how are you? Oh, here we're going. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to try. See, you took 2 minutes away from me already, okay? I'm going to get back. Right. And anyway, we did the show at the Glades. And at first, Jerry went on limits, which meant that we couldn't mix with the crowd. So after the show, we would sit in this roped-off area and look at them like we're in the zoo. Hi. And they just, okay, mahu. And then we, eventually, a month later, Jerry said, we're going off limits. She took the ropes down, and every night we were packed. And I'm sure we have some Glade people who went to the Glades, I heard there, huh? How many of you been to the Glades? Whoa, how many of you? Make some noise. You must be really old. Well, so am I, honey. Anyway, that was the beginning. We did shows, and people, mindset changed all of a sudden. they would look and say, "Are you a Glade showgirl?" And even if they weren't, the queens would say, "Yes." And all of a sudden, they would look at them in a different view. So it was working. Mindset, and we used entertainment as the venue. And we had so much fun there. And it was a haven for all the other mahus who were disowned by their families, kicked out of their homes, on the streets, and just learning how to become a mahu. Some of them worked during the day as guys, and at night they came out as dollies. Some of them looked like Chucky's bride, though. No, they were all beautiful, all lovely, no matter what. It's what's inside that counts. It's the beauty. So anyway, we had a lot of people come to the show, and I remember one night, we were taught a Hawaiian show by Kamuela. She had the halau out in Waimanalo. And they had a Tahitian number for the closing. And I was one of the ones who did the number. So when the closing came, I was always drunk. I had drank so much that they said, "Put lighter fluid on your torches." So I was just putting my lighter fluid, enjoying it, just drunk out of my mind. So when it was time for me to go out, I went out, the drum started, and I just swished it out, and the whole stage caught on fire, and my dress caught on fire. People were running out of the club, and I was still dancing. I said, "The show must go on." And it was smoking in there. People were yelling and screaming and running, and there I was just dancing. And then finally the fireman came, "Girl, we gotta go." I said, "Why?" "Okay, I'll go because you're handsome." But anyway, they were. That was one of the things that happened. Another time that was fun. His name was Luau Feet. I don't know if you know him, but he was a comedian. He was a hefty Hawaiian, like hefty, like big. And we had a Christmas show, and we had 8 tiny little skinny drag queen reindeers. And he was Santa Claus. He was in the sleigh. So the music started and we said, "Okay, here we go. Jingle," and we couldn't move. "Jingle, get off the frickin' sleigh." And he got off and he started pushing the sleigh. And we all pranced to the floor. As soon as they hit the dance floor, the sleigh went, Santa Claus went, and the reindeers were gone. That was some of the fun parts. Now, some of the not so fun parts was when we got busted every time. We had to wear, we didn't have to. Let me put this straight. There was a judge, Judge Frank DeMello. When he had someone in court, and he said, "If you don't," because the law they put on the books that time was the intent to deceive. Can you imagine that law being? You women, you deceive us every day with makeup, with your falsies. Why weren't you arrested or put signs on? Everybody goes out. They don't go out how they look when they get out of bed. They deceive us. Little makeup here, little makeup there, fine. But the law was intended to deceive. If I knew about law, I would have fought it at that time, but I didn't know jack shit about it. And so we took, he said, "Why don't you wear a sign saying, 'I am a boy'?" I wanted to tell him, "Why don't you wear a sign saying you're a boy?" Or why don't the girls wear a sign saying, "I'm a girl," or a lesbian saying, "I'm a lesbian"? Why? That was stupid. So, but the girls did that. And the Vice Squad used it and made it seem like it was a law so they could bust all the queens on the streets. By saying, "Oh, you don't have your sign? In jail." We were invisible. No matter if we were right, we were wrong. They just put us in the queen's tank, and that was it. It was so used to it. As soon as they get you, I just walk into the car, and I sit down and say, "Okay, I'm ready." And just take you to the tank. Got used to it. But the thing is that it never got me down. I always had I always felt good about myself because I liked myself. I like who I am. I like doing what I do. And I felt, well, we got to get through this, and we are, and we have, and we stayed there. We stayed visible so everybody could see us and know we existed. And eventually, through the years, look what's happened. Doors have opened up. Now the younger queens can go to school. They can get jobs as in drag. They can, politician, Kim Iwamoto. There's so much opportunities open for them now because we stood there and we said, we defy you because we are equal to everyone, not better, not less. We are equal to everyone and we deserve. Well, thank you so much. And I want to say that there were some really bad times because there was a lot of murders that time. And some of my sisters got murdered. And it was horrible because it was by military men, straight off the farm. And they would find her cut open, rocks put in her, and carved on her was, "I am a boy." Now, that's not the only story. There's lots more, but I don't want to gross you out because I want you to be happy. Be happy because life is too short to be sad. Take every moment and make it happy. Right? Give it all you got. And so I'm telling you this because I'm very happy where I'm at now. I've come a long way. I've been through a lot. I'm writing the memoirs now, and it's coming out really good. So there were times that I had guns in my face too, and all kinds of stuff, and what I did on the mainland and back here. But anyway, I'm going away from the story. Anybody putting their hand up yet? Okay, so I did a lot of stuff in my. I'm 25 now. Excuse me, are you an unbeliever? No, I'm not 25. I'm 24. No, 82. 82 and still going. And I'm so glad Civil Beat had asked me to come on because we had a plaque downtown for the Glades that was erected, finally recognizing the Glades as a place that was very important in history. And the same as the Kapa'emahu, the stones in Waiheke. And so it was so wonderful that Mayor, was there. And that's just the beginning. And so many articles have been written already. And I'm so glad this is happening now, and they're giving us a chance, Civil Beat. And I applaud you, and I love you. Thank you. Let's have applause for the Civil Beat. Yes. So anyway, through all the years and through all what I've been through and through all the people that I have met, I've always projected a positive attitude. And I've always said, you just gotta be you, the best you that you can be. It's not people outside of you, it's you. And just remember, the key thing, the key word is love. Love for not what you can get, but for what you can give. That's how you truly love. And that's what I've been living. And I've always been living that. It's it's so natural to do that. And because of all the things that I've been through, there was only one person who has brought me here to this stage tonight, and that is Jesus. my Lord and my God. If it wasn't for him, I would not be here. So I acknowledge that. But I also acknowledge the fact that there's two things in life that if everybody did it, it would be wonderful. And that is the first commandment. Love God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your body. Secondly, this is very important. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That would clear everything up. Treat people like how you want it to be treated. Don't make fun of them. Don't laugh at them because you don't want to be treated that way. But take them for who they are and love them and give them all the respect and dignity they deserve. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you my deepest aloha from the bottom of my heart, my love. Aloha.